introduction. Uh, I welcome you, all of you, on this ITBN conference. For many of you, it will be probably first time to see and hear something about the company Innovatec and Flowmon Solutions. So let me firstly introduce who we are. Our company Innovatec was established in 2007 in Czech Republic, Brno, as a university startup. Main cooperation was with the Brno University of Technology, Masaryk University, which are very famous universities, technical universities in the middle of Europe. We are also the Gartner recognized since 2010, and 2 times Deloitte Central Europe Technology Fast 50 recognized twice time. Firstly, we are a high-speed network technology vendor with special FPGA card, but today we are going to talk about our ability to be network security and monitoring solutions vendor with our Flowmon Solutions, which is shortcut of Flow Monitoring Solutions. Flowmon Solutions is providing flow monitoring of the networks, network security monitoring, on-demand packet capturing, network application performance monitoring, and DDoS protection. Firstly, I would like to start with any kind of Gartner recommendations that we can see. Innovatec, it's in a report of the Gartner regarding to network behavior analysis systems. And Gartner said that flow monitoring and network behavior analysis market is considered as the next generation network security trend complementing and enhancing legacy security products or solutions like such as firewalls, IDS, IPS system, and so on. That's a new perspective of, let's say, security area. Firstly, many of vendors, system integrators, clients in close future will invest into the network or behavior analysis systems. Security architecture is changing day by day, and main focus will be on visibility, deep visibility into the networks, what's going on in the networks from operational performance and security perspective. That means also, with this new perspective, new security challenges in the networks. Firstly, as I said, we need to have a complete network visibility. If we have, we need to provide something with the data, so turn to the analytics. And in these times, the amount of data are growing up day by day, so also the networks are growing up year by year. And new security challenge is also the security versus speed of the network. So provide the deep visibility in high-speed networks, 10G, 40G, 80G, 100G speeds. This is the Neil MacDonald, Vice President of Analytics Department at Gartner. It was this year's summit in London. And he recommend few new views on the security, and I choose 2 of that your detection ability is and possibility is more than protection at this time, and monitoring and analytic solutions is really will be part of the next generation security architectures. So, how we can meet these challenges I described? Many of you maybe know what the flow or net flow is. If not, we are ready to explain on our stand with our distributor Aleph. We use the net flow IPFix standard for advanced network security and monitoring. We are able to provide traffic and performance monitoring through the active devices using in the networks or through our powerful non-invasive probes, which guarantee processing all of packets without losing any information for 1G, 10G, 40G, 100G high-speed networks. We use it for long-term storages of these data about the operation of the networks, about visualization, reporting, alerting, and so on. And also we use it for automatic detection of operating and security incidents and anomalies based on the network behavior analysis. Maybe a very simple architecture. So if we have the sources of data, that's the basic framework to get it from somewhere. So NetFlow or IPFix source is the most important thing. So we can use the active devices, which are part of install base in infrastructures, like routers, switches, the active devices which are able to generate this kind of standard. Or we can use, as I said, the high-performance autonomy flow-mount probes, which are able to process from 1G till 100G high-speed network without loss of information, with deep visibility into the layer 2, 3, 4, and layer 7 of OSI model. Because the NetFlow generating bar from the active devices has ability to see only L3, L4 layer of OSI model. So if we get the information, NetFlow information, we need to storage somewhere. We are using the flow-mount collector for long-term storaging, alerting, reporting, and analyzing it. And the most important things is use the efficient analytics software. So we use the flow-mount plugins for network behavior analysis, packet capturing, flow monitoring, and so on. And I would like to show you in next slides the real life examples what's going on with this kind of a flow-mount plugins. So first plugin, which is included in each collector or probe, named Flow Monitoring Center, which provide full network visibility, traffic visibility, and other features like network performance monitoring, voice over IP monitoring, monitoring of active devices, server, users, applications, location, and so on, real-time and historical data about the network information. This is the tool which is very effective for troubleshooting and performance monitoring of the networks. Next one is named Traffic Recorder. It's a plugin able to provide on-demand packet capturing. So we are able to record the data communication from L2 till L7 layer and save the PCAP format and use it, for example, in open source Wireshark tool. This is the example from our real client from the troubleshooting point of view. Supervisor of any team or department has a problem that their team are not able to receive Gmail emails. And other emails, yes, just the Gmail email are not able to receive. And she contacted to help desk department, and what happened? The help desk department always asked the network department that probably is a problem on the network side. So if the network department is using the flow-mount solutions, it's able for them is really it's very easy, really easy to find out what's going on the network side. So in this case, the analyzing of the network communication shows that all flows are the same. TCP flags are normal. So this is not a network issue. So what next? We need to, let's say, see the packet information. So they use the second plugin, Traffic Recorder, to record the data communication and provide the further analysis in Wireshark, for example. And we can see that the Gmail request TLS 1.0 crypto turned on the server. And it's very easy to identify where the problem is not on a network, but on a IT server side. So they recommend the IT team to turn on the TLS 1.0 crypto on the server, and finally, the department which asked to receive to fix the problem is able to receive the Gmail emails. This kind of example, if you don't have clever solutions to find out the problem and fix it really quickly, you can spend, I don't know, hours for investigating of the problems. This is example how to do it in few minutes. Next plugin named Anomaly Detection System, which is plugin reflecting the network behavior analysis strategy. What does it mean? It means that bridges the gap left by endpoint and perimeter security and signature-based security solutions. This solution is working not on a signature-based model, but on a lot of detection methods which are able to analyze behavior of the network communication, behavior of all network communication using by users, servers, whatever, active devices. So we are able to detect, for example, unknown malwares, zero-day attacks, suspicious data transfers, behavior changes, any operational or security problem or issue in a network which are not able to detect with the traditional security and monitoring solutions. This is another examples, for example, attacks on the network services, infected devices, communication with the botnet at command control center, anomalies on the network protocols, peer-to-peer traffic using the Tor onion router, DDoS attacks, and so on. Even configuration issues also. So another client using the Flowmon solutions with the anomaly detection system example has a security issue. We can see the chart from the anomaly detection system plugin, and we can see that we have two events, 78 port scans and the DNS anomaly. So what does it mean? So let me see the first scan, so we can analyze it deeply, and we can see that a few users cannot access web, so they don't have internet access or whatever. So it's an operational problem. So we can move to the DNS anomaly, what does it mean? And also provide the further analysis. So, okay, which DNS is being used? We can see that it is this IP address, and this IP address, which is exactly the laptop. So this is not right away. The laptop is identified. So let's look for the details, and we can see that the laptop is doing DHCP server in the network. So what does it mean? That the laptop inside the network, inside the company, is a probably unknown malware infected. No one detected any traditional security technology inside or perimeter or wherever. Endpoint security models, antivirus, something based on the signature model. This laptop is trying to redirect and bridge the traffic, and probably is getting the sensitive data sending somewhere. Okay, so we can do the next steps to provide any kind of a fixing of this problem. Okay, the next plugin is plugin providing application behavioral monitoring, because this is also important to see what's going on with the applications, and also we can get this information from the flow standards. So application behavior monitoring provides the behavior of applications for each individual user, of group of users, behavior of part of applications, and we are focusing mainly on performance and SLA. So again, examples from the real life. This is the example from insurance company, for example. They are using the web application for the citizens. So we got the chart, and we can see the differences between the median and the average value of application functionality. So it could indicate the long-lasting transaction problem. So we can see the number of transactions per minute according to SLA or any kind of number of errors, 500 error in application code. So we need to provide a further, deeper analysis and check each part of the application, what's going on. This is the login, for example. This is the health card, for example, part of application. And we can see that 10% of transaction poses a problem. Users, clients, need to wait too long for the response time of application or have an error page. So we can also, with this tool, identify the problem. If the problem is on a network side, server side, and application side, we can see the report from the perspective of troubles, and we can provide further steps to fix the problem with the applications department or network department, IT department, whatever. The last plugin is DDoS Defender plugin, and it's mainly built for the service providers. This plugin simply is able to decrease time of volumetric DDoS detection for clients. It is able to deploy standalone or using the PBR, PGP, RTBH protocols on the routers, or as out-of-band DDoS protection solutions with the Radware Defense Pro, for example. Or it is able to deploy as an integration with any scrubbing center. We have a few service providers which are able to, which are using the DDoS Defender for DDoS attack mitigation. So we can see the traffic watching on DDoS attacks using the Radware, for example, and Flowmon DDoS Defender. And here we can see that the main importance is in decreasing of the DDoS volumetric attack detection. Many providers has a problem with the DDoS attacks and are able to mitigate attack in 30 minutes at least. So we are able to provide it during few minutes, not the tens of minutes, from the detection till mitigation. So there's the example. This is the DDoS Defender attack detection. This is the Radware Defense Pro attack mitigation. And this is the report where we can see that the attack was detected, mitigate, start, and so on, and more information about the attack. And we can also drill down and add further information about who is responsible for what, which type of attacker, from where, and so on. Okay, so main differences between traditional monitoring and the monitoring of the Flowmon. Many of you, or many of us, are using the traditional monitoring tools, open source or whatever, like Zabbix, Cacti, Nagios, and so on, using mainly the single network monitoring protocol pooling, which are monitor availability of services and network components, or server components, user components, or whatever. Next generation monitoring, which is regarding to the Flowmon, is able to provide deep traffic visibility on various network layers, network behavior analysis, application network performance monitoring, and on-demand packet capturing for further troubleshooting. What is the importance that the Flowmon is non-invasive? It's a passive solution. It's not inline. It's just providing the monitoring of and detecting of the performance, security, and operational anomalies. So we can use the informations, NetFlow information or flow informations from our active devices, which are able to generate any kind of a write flow standard. Or we can use with the span port, mirror port, or for data centers or service providers, we are using the taps. for deploying of Flowmon in the infrastructure. This is the example of the big enterprise client. So I needed to delete a few information, but it doesn't matter. We have 2 big locations in different cities, data center locations, 3rd disaster recovery locations, and we can see that we can centralize all information from each part of the important big routers to the main central Flowmon collector. And here in data center, disaster recovery, and another location, we are using the Flowmon probes to analyze the traffic and generate better flow standard with a higher L7 visibility, because of we are using all plugins for this kind of a client: flow monitoring, anomaly detection system, application performance monitoring, traffic recorder, and DDoS detection. Very famous at these times is implement to security information and event management systems. So what the Flowmon is doing is trying to fulfill the gaps for the traditional, let's say, monitoring, security, networking, application solutions. So if the client misses the information I showed you today, we are able to fulfill it with the Flowmon, and all information also integrate into any CM system through the REST API, syslog, SonarMotor Trap, or we have any kind of integration packages. This is the part of the endpoint security, perimeter security, and what we are doing is fulfill network visibility, security, and application visibility and security. That's it, that's all. It's very simple, based on the flow standard. Everyone in the traffic has a possibility to generate any kind of the flow standard. So main benefits, finally. Firstly, it's a deep visibility about what's going on in the networks, from the network's perspective, user, servers, location, application perspective, whatever. Saving the time to investigate, detect the trouble, issue, anomaly in a minute. We don't need hours or days. It's an open platform, so we are trying to use install-based and also integrate it to the higher monitoring systems or CM systems. Many of our clients use the Flowmon for auditors' requirements or legislation requirements because of really nice and customizable reporting. And it's solution which is using by our clients in many departments, let's say, network department, security department, IT department for application visibility, and also reporting for middle and CXO management. So, as I said, the Inviatec was established in 2007 in the Czech Republic as a university startup. In these days, we are a small global company after the 7-8 years with hundreds of installations globally, with really nice and many references from each vertical of the market. So, thank you. If any question, we are able to respond on a stand downstairs. Thank you.